For the peanut butter Hershey Kiss cookies, you're going to add 2 sticks of butter. This is just room temperature butter. Add 1.5 cups of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of regular sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 1 cup of peanut butter. Whatever creamy peanut butter that you have will work. Add 2 eggs. For the dry ingredients, I'm going to add 2.5 cups of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking soda. You're going to mix your wet ingredients. I'm going to scrape the sides just so that I can give it another mix. Make sure you combine your dry ingredients. Then we're going to add a little bit at a time. Everything should look like that. For the peanut butter cookies, you can do them multiple ways. One is you're going to add a Hershey Kiss to the top as soon as you bring them out of the oven. The other way is you could just have it plain, a plain peanut butter cookie. The third way is you can also roll the peanut butter into sugar so you could see some of the sugar on the outside. So those are the 3 ways that you could do this. I'm just going to do some with the Hershey Kiss and then some with the sugar. I'm going to use this bigger scoop, and then this smaller scoop is going to be the ones that I'm going to freeze so that when I make the cookie boxes. The ones with the sugar topping, all you're going to do is roll it in a little bit of sugar. You can also do the same thing, and then when they come out, you can add the Hershey Kiss on top. But I'm going to do it without sugar for the Hershey Kiss. I'm going to bake 8 of them, 350 degrees for 11 minutes. For the ones for the freezer, I'm just going to use the small scoop. It all depends on how many cookies you want to make. If you're going to make cookies, but you're not going to give them to a lot of people, then you can use the bigger scoops. And then if you don't have a scooper, you can also just use a big spoon and then roll them out. When I want to bake them, I will just take some out of a freezer bag or a container, put them on a cookie sheet, set them on the counter for a little bit, and then once they're thawed, then I will put them in the oven. If you don't want to make this many cookies, then you can just half the ingredients. This recipe will make about, this is 40, and then I made the bigger size, so this recipe will make about 50 small peanut butter cookies. This is the way they look once they come out of the oven. You will notice that the one that's rolled in sugar has a different texture than the ones that aren't rolled in sugar. While the cookies are in the oven, make sure that you take the wrappers off your Hershey's Kisses so that as soon as they come out, you're going to do this. I'm not going to put one in the one that was rolled in sugar, and they're nice and fluffy just like that. So again, you have the one with the sugar, or you don't have to add sugar, and then the ones with the Hershey Kiss in the middle. That's the way they look. I'm going to leave them on this tray for about another 2-3 minutes, and then I'm going to put them on a cooling rack. After about 2-3 minutes, I'm going to remove them. And then this is the one with the sugar. And then this is the back. And then this is the one with the Hershey Kiss. And then also the back. Then for the taste tester, it's going to be me.